There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mike, Bulletti!
Check, 55, Mike.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us.
On first down, Wilson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10, down at the 31. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Blazing start to the game for him. 4 plays, 4 passes, and look at him now, first and goal. Pretty good start.
Already down there. Now, they just don't want to settle for 3. See if he can put the final words in this script and knock it in the end zone. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike's
Ready? You ready?
target, 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 target. Wide, get wide.
Sammy!
Check 24, watch 24.
Hey, kill! Hey, kill! When I touch.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
95-56.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Under.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
13.
From the 44, Breeze. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Vikings. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Suckup, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep.
All day, baby, all day.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were
and he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
0-2.
Mike, check, 59.
Hey, Echo.
Bree's going to try and throw on third down. He wants it all for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Well, first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Drew Brees, his second touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Coming after you. Mark 50, Mark 50, Mark 50. Rip left, rip left. Haywood.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Mike 50, Mike Mike 50.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. The 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Okay, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point put through by Succop. And it's now 21-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Derrick Henry.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings!
Yeah, good job,
Mecole Hardman doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Succop. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Now here's Succop out to kick it away.
We got this.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put some blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. Hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Wilson to throw. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right. Move. Hey. We got three. Three down.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check your hot read.
Wilson throwing again. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. Wilson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Seth Roberts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Tighten up.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run with Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Breeze now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Slam.
Easy, opposite.
Come on, switch it. Hey, switch gears.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 24. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Good. Line 4, ready.
Begin.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Hey, easy.
Watch the slant. Motion. Check 4.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
He's checking crack.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic. Slow. Come on, boy.
Hey, 0. Just cut.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Hey, easy. Get that ball. Get that ball.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Deebo Samuel with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers get a score closer.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time went up. Point after, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hatchet.
5-8. Hey, orbit.
Shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
20 seconds.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
You're good. 5-4. Ready. Hey, Charlie.
Here we go. 50. Mike.
Hey, easy.
Yeah. Check three. Alert.
Under.
Flare.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Mike.
Fair.
Hey, watch the slant. Go.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now Wilson. Touchdown, Packers. Deebo Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Easy, opposite.
He's checking, he's
11.
Scratch. You go tight. You got
You're good. High forward, ready.
Deuce. Back.
Return.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready. We're waiting.
Here we go. Check.
Hey, kill.
Spy.
Here we go, 21.
No. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Here we go.
Go. 58, boys. 58 is mine.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So Breeze is going to stay out there, and they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Pick it up.
5-1.
Mike's 50.
Hey, Alpha.
50's the Mike.
Hey, easy.
Yo.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
I'm coming after you.
And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we reach halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Here I come.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Here I come. Check.
Again, it's Henry.
Watch out. Check nickel.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check.
Here we go.
5-9. Hey, come on out here. Come get it.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Hey, check. Mike, 55. 55, Mike. Go. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
18.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Check tight end, check the tight.
On 2nd and 9. Wilson letting one go deep for Roberts. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 47 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
I'm going to run you over. Check 24, check 24.
Hey, let's go double count right here, double count.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Now Wilson to throw again. Caught here by Conley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They go with Jacobs. And an alley to run. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He wasn't ready.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll run with Jacobs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick here is good. And this game is tied. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Fights through and now a crease. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry. 70 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point put through by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
37.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
He's got a man complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. 92 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Check, 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 check.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno. Over. Easy, opposite. We got double up. 12. Hey, easy.
Mike's back.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
Check 52.
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
Check 25.
Switch.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Check. Crunch. Check.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Switch.
11.
Buzz.
Hey, easy.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Kill.
It's a big one there for the Vikings. 41 yards. A first down carry for Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Packers take over first and 10.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs and keep possession of the football.
Now the throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Wilson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Watch the edge.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And running with power here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check curls. Check 13.
14, got it.
Check your hot read.
Rotate, spell.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing now is Breeze. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Jam him. Sammy. Check 37. Check 37.
Henry running right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Ready?
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Shift. Slam. Showing A. Check 50. Slam. Switch it. Come on.
Here we go.
Hey, switch gears.
Hey, kill.
Alert 3. Check. Lucky.
Now it's Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Oh, yeah.
Ready.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go. Check.
Mike 5'9".
From the 31, Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 8 yards to go.
Set. You ready?
Mike 50.
Easy, opposite.
Hitting the mirrors back and go full strength. 50's the Mike. Watch the screen.
Over.
Watch the screen. Check 4.
Easy, opposite. Hey, easy.
Check 9. Slam.
Return.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Roberts has it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Seth Roberts, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and through. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And he's going to be out of bounds here on the return at his own 2-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Hang out of here and do something some other time."
And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone. A safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.